remember many years ago, we personally photographed ourselves, over there, at that particular place, where there seemed to be like in structure identical to wings. But the reason we feel extremely terrible about it, folks, is that, because there was an individual named Shreyas Kaisas, whom we were introduced to in 2008. Each and every single thing which revolves around him, folks, leads us to the vintage culture. But folks, in a way that, Professor Nivedita's residential economic society, residential economic scene, the Professor Nivedita, who used to be an extremely beautiful woman, and while we just meet at that particular entrance facade, or at the gateway to that particular residential condominium, we were, in fact, able to get some sort of an odor, rather we could say extremely streamlined fragrance, which we don't know whether it was that in reality present over there, or whether it was that something, which we hypothetically, perceived, or rather, we hypothetically, smelled. But, one thing, it seems to be, folks, is that, that particular smell, it seems to be an olfactory signal in a way, or rather an olfactory entity, in itself, communicated about a story, in which a beautiful lady professor like Nivedita, happens to have an extremely beautiful daughter, and they go to that city of Dadar to attend a wedding. Both of those beautiful girls, are very nice at heart, are very tall, very bodacious, certainly very voluptuous as well. They in fact, have put on a perfume which seems to be very religious. I don't know, they seem to be like the Indian counterparts of Lauren Phillips, or what's her name, Karen Alloy. That's the reason why, folks, we find it to be extremely discomforting. Because, well, Professor Nivedita, is never going to agree to act in a movie, which basically communicates about culture of 1990s, wherein the wife of that actor, Ashok Saraf, made great movies. And folks, Shreyas Kaisas, used to be a fella, which we'll never forget in our life, because he was one of the major reasons why, we in fact understood as to, what's the culture of the Shriji Villa residential society. Things follow up, But it's hard to imagine things, to imaginatively analyze things in a city like this, when everything is so faulted. The bodacious woman, which we want to see all the time, happens to be here sometimes, but well, there's no trace of her, obviously, we can't do anything about her. Anyways, we need to say goodbye 2016. Like one person said, goodbye London, and welcome India. London, 15 years ago, whatever happened there, can never be reconstructed. Cheers to a lifetime.